Welcome to today's tutorial. I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful sleeve on the blouse on the thumbnail. Okay, fold your material like so, as if you're cutting an umbrella flare. That is 360-degree flare. Then you mark out 8.5 inches round it, 8.5 inches all around it. After marking it out, you cut it out and place it on the other part of the satin fabric and cut out the exact shape. That same exact shape of the flare is what you're going to cut out all around it. But let's cut this one. Look at it, it's 8.5 inches. Let me cut it. Okay, I've gone ahead to cut the flare. Carry the flare, place it on the other parts that are folded already. Remember that for you to cut an umbrella flare, you have to cut it into fold it into 4 parts. Then look at it. After arranging it very well, you cut it out and make sure you cut as much as you want. What I want is two of them, both the lining and the one I use and turn it for the 2 sleeves. Two for this side and 2 for this side. In total what you have is 4. Okay, I've gone ahead to trim all of them, to cut all of them. Look at them. This is 2, this is 2, this is for the two sleeve. See, another 2, and then this 2 is for the 4 sleeves. Okay, let me show you how to trim out the upper part. You bring it one part of the flare, then you measure 3.5 inch from the upper part, 3.5 inch, and mark it round. Mark it round and trim it off. After trimming it, you use the same thing to cut out the other flares. Use the same thing, the same measurement. You can place it on top of each other and cut out the same thing to be on the safe side. Okay, this is what we have. Let me cut the other ones. I've gone ahead to cut the other ones. Look at them. Okay, now let me show you how to do the tip. I don't want the tip to be like this. After cutting all of them through, look at it, I'm cutting all of them through, just a side, cut a side through, cut a side through. After cutting it through, I'll show you how to arrange the tip of it. Bring the 2 together, you fold it like so in the middle, get the middle point, fold it, make sure that they are equal at the tip. You place it on your cutting table and you eyeball. I just eyeballed. There is no fixed measurement. I just want to get one slimmer shape at the tip, so I just use my chalk and marked on it. I'll use my scissors and cut it off. Then fold the other ones, place it on top of them, and make sure that I trim all of them the same way I did this one. Look at it. Okay, set it aside, then bring the other ones and cut. Make sure you have the same shape. Ensure that they are equal at that side. Okay, then place it on top, the one that you've already cut, the one that you boiled, sorry. Place it and follow the same way and cut it out. After cutting this one out, you do the same thing to the other ones, and that is that on that. Okay, let me show you how to run a stitch on it. Okay, look at it. You open one part up. That one part is 2. Remember, it's supposed to be 2, the lining and the main fabric. So that is why you bring 2 of them together and place the tip together and run a stitch straight down from the tip. Run a stitch straight down. After running a stitch straight down, you bring your crinoline. Sorry. And bring your crinoline. What I have is 2-inch crinoline. Bring your 2-inch crinoline, then you place it like so. After using your solo tape or your paper tape to cover the tip so that it will not be poking the person on the skin, place it like so and run the stitch. Let me do it, come back and show you. I've already stitched it down. I've closed the tip with a solo tape. I place it like so and run a stitch on it. After running the stitch straight down, you have to open it, turn it to the right side. You will see that you have a neat finishing this way. If you do it this way, you have a very good and neat finishing. After turning it, you do the same to the other ones, then you are good to go. Okay, after turning it, you close up the tip of this the tip, because I'm not going to weave it. I don't have weaving machine, and taking it out, I don't think it's possible for me right now. So what I will do is to bring the two tips together, fold inside, and run a stitch on top. Folding, run a stitch on top. That way you have a neat finishing at that upper part. Let me do it, come back and show you. Okay, I've gone ahead to stitch it down. This is how neat it's looking. Look at it. Then you bring your fancy cord. That is what it's called. I don't know what it's called in your area, but here we call it fancy cord. You bring it, place it at the tip and run a stitch on it straight down. Do the same to the other ones, then I'll come back and show you how it's looking. Now here is our sleeve, our off shoulder basic sleeve. I've gone ahead to cut it off cam, but I will illustrate on how you go about it. Let's assume that that table where I place it is your material that you folded for the sleeve. Okay, after getting the length of the sleeve you want, you place it like so and mark out 5 inches, which is constant. 5 inches is, let's assume that that place I'm marking now is the tip of the material. Then from the tip you get 5 inches vertically. Then you get the round sleeve. The person's round sleeve is 16 divided by 8, which is 16 divided by 2, which is 8 inches on fold. So you mark 8 inches, but I added extra 1.5 inch. You mark it down. Okay, you come to the downside, you remove 1 inch and slat it towards that direction. Do this one towards this direction and towards this direction. Please watch the video carefully, you understand what I did. Even if you don't understand what I'm saying, then you cut it off and your basic off shoulder sleeve is ready and good to go. Okay, so you bring that well, I call it flay that you cut, or fringe that you cut before. You bring it like so. You place it on top of the sleeve at the tip, but after that make sure you fold together and get the midpoint, sorry, get the midpoint, place it on the midpoint of the sleeve, then use your pin and pin it down. Then after pinning it down, from the edge, know that we're not going to sew it. This edge is where we're going to join to the bodies. So you mark out at least 1 to 1.5 inch. 1 to 1.5 inch, or you can do 2 inch if you're of a slimmer size. Then you mark it out. After marking it out, from that place is where you're going to place this design on the sleeve. Don't place it from the tip, you place it from that place you marked. Yeah, while stitching the sleeve to the bodies, it will not this design will not be obstructing your stitching, if I'm to say. Okay, so you do the same to the other side. Mark out 1.5 to 2 inch, place it, then you pin it down. After pinning it down, you start pleating. I think you can do key split, or you can do ordinary pleating, or you can do gathers. Anyone that works for you, you do it. So I think I will do key split. You do key split. Anything, any whichever one you do will still give you the same results, but different designs. So it's left for you. Just be creative with how you're pinning it. Okay. Folding it in a key split form. I'll bring my pin and use my pin and be holding it down to get a beautiful design. All of them works. Anyone that works for you, anyone that rocks your boat, you do key split, normal pleating, or gathers. Okay, I've gone ahead to pin all of them down. I'll go to my sewing machine now and run the stretch stitch down. After running it down, I'll come back and show you how to go about placing your facing on it. Okay, remember that we are going to use facing on it. I've gone ahead to run a stitch on it. I've also gone ahead to cut a facing for the upper part of the sleeve. I've interfaced it, that is putting my gum stay on it. So I'm going to place and pin the facing round it. After pinning it round, I'm going to run a stretch stitch on it and fold it to the other side. Let me do it, come back and show you. Okay, I've gone ahead to do that. This is it. I've gone ahead to stitch it down, then you fold it inside. It will be like so when you are joining it to the sleeve. Fold it inside. This is beautiful. Okay, let me show you how to attach the second part of the sleeve. Please remember, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. Please like, share, comment so that other people will see this video and also help your girl to grow. Okay, from the tip of the sleeve, you can mark 4 inch, you can mark 3 inch, whatever works for you. It depends on the distance you want between the two designs. So like me, I've marked 4 inch. I put the design together to get the midpoint, put the sleeve together to get the midpoint also. Then you use your pin and hold the midpoint down so that you will not do mistake while placing the design on the sleeve. Okay, you bring in the design, use your pin and hold it down. But remember, by the size of the sleeve, we added 1.5 inch. So while placing it on that side, remember to remove the 1.5 inch we added by the sides of the sleeve. I hope you get it. Okay, that is what I'm doing now. Moving the 1.5 inch added by the sides of the sleeve, because that is what you're going to use to stitch it down. Then you place your design and pin. You did it this way and do the same thing on the other side of the sleeve. Remove 1.5 inch. It depends on the kind of allowance you added to your sleeve while cutting it. If you had added 3 inch, you remove it, but I added only 1.5. that is what I'm removing. Then you place this on it and pin it down. Then you do your key split or your printing or your gathers, whatever rocks your boat. You do it on the sleeve, using this design. You pin, make sure that you're pinning as you're working, because without pinning, all of them will scatter and you will not, they will not be equal. But when you pin, you have, make sure that you have a equal measurement. Then you pin all down, pin them all down. And then after pinning, you take to your sewing machine and run a stretch stitch, down. Okay, let me do it, come back and show you. I've gone ahead to run a straight stitch down, and I've gone ahead to join the sleeves. I've joined the sleeves, look at it. I've joined it with my 1.5 inch. Okay, we're going to bring our bodice and attach it to our bodice. You pin with your pin to attach it to your bodice, so that it will not move while sewing it. You pin middle to middle, then the tip to the tip, like so, then you stitch it down. Okay, remember, please, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, comment. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. Please help your girl to grow, and I promise you that you get value, or you will be getting value from my videos. Thank you very much. After pinning it, you're going to run a straight stitch down on it, and our sleeve is ready. Let me show you the sleeves on me. This is very beautiful, very, very beautiful. This is giving. So look at it, very beautiful. After you run a stitch on it, you will see that it's very beautiful. Look at it, look at it. So you can do the same thing on the other sleeve, and this is the finished look. This is me wearing the blouse. See the sleeves, very beautiful. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel, for watching to this extent. I appreciate you all. God bless you. Thank you.